A new video has emerged showing the interiors and exteriors of Japan's stricken nuclear power plant. The pictures show workers inside the Fukushima plant. They've been trying to prevent a nuclear disaster after some explosions and fires at the station following the earthquake and tsunami in April. Japan has promised to resolve the crisis by January next year, but environmentalists are skeptical. From Tokyo, Laura Kyle reports.
TEPCO announced new plans on Tuesday to tackle Japan's crisis at the Fukushima nuclear plant. The vice president admitted it was proving more challenging than first thought.
There
are still several unknown factors and risks that have not yet been accounted for, but our initial goals of accomplishing Step 1 in July and in the next 3 to 9 months Step 2 remain unchanged.
The timetable was in doubt last week when engineers determined that one of the reactors had suffered a partial meltdown and that others might be similarly damaged. Thousands of tons of water have been pumped, sprayed and dropped into the 4 reactors to try to cool them down. But much of that water, now highly contaminated, has leaked into the basements and possibly the ground and sea. TEPCO's new approach is to try to reduce temperatures by recycling the water already inside the reactors rather than adding more. People here are growing increasingly impatient with the way the government and TEPCO are handling the nuclear crisis, especially as they see them struggling to improve the situation at the plant. 2 weeks ago, Greenpeace tested samples of seaweed its workers had retrieved 65 kilometres out to sea. They found it had at least 4 times the amount of radiation that is considered legally safe.
We were very limited by the government and not allowed to do what we want. And still we found this alarming high levels of radioactive seaweed, and now we urge on the government to start conducting detailed research on the contamination of this seaweed.
Greenpeace also reports that local fishermen, their livelihoods devastated by the tsunami and nuclear crisis, plan to start harvesting the seaweed in a matter of days. Laura Kyle, Al Jazeera, Tokyo.